We always got to keep in mind that there are good parents out there. Many of us are good parents. I'm always there for my kids. I talk to them all the time. But you got to remember, some parents do have to work a lot. We're living in the times now where things are very expensive. It is not cheap. And no matter how much you try to do as a parent, you got to always remember the time we're living in with technology, social media. It's like an addiction. Even adults can't get off of it. So what you think a minor or a teenager is going to do? They're going to be hooked on that because this is their time. This is the generation that they're living in. This is the generation that they're growing up into. So we got to always kind of keep that in mind, right? And social media now plays a big part in pretty much almost everybody's life. So when a parent does her best, there's only so much she can do or he can do. There's only so much a parent can do, mother or father or both. Social media, the rap, the music, just the time we're living in is so influential in our kids' day-to-day life that people don't see how much it almost like it raised them instead of the parents. Because back then we didn't have that. You know, we had a little AOL and we had a certain little things, but it was nothing like Facebook, nothing like Instagram, nothing like YouTube. We never had none of this. So it's a little more easier for parents to have a little more control of their kids and their kids' behavior. Now, every kid want to fit in. Everybody want to fit in. They try to make the dumbest thing cool. You see the trend on TikTok sometime, stealing cars. I think where was it on? The Hyundais? I think so. Or the Kia, the cars. I remember there was a trend where they were stealing those cars. Back then, we couldn't do that. So we got to try to understand that there's only so much good parents can do and parents can do. So we can't always say it goes back to the parents at home. Because the parents do all that they can do. The kid still turns out to be bad. Let's check the story out.
Well, tonight, car thefts across the city continue with 3 incidents happening just this morning.
And now a mother of a teen who is stealing these cars is speaking out, asking for help. 10 TV's Carly Dion spoke with her today and joins us live with more on why she's frustrated. Carly.
Andrew, Yolanda, Tiffany Hammonds says her 17-year-old son recently started down a bad path, and she's done all she could to try to stop it. Now she's wondering what more could be done if police keep releasing her son from custody.
I've been begging and pleading. Please arrest him, lock him up, do something that's going to make him pay for the things that he's out here doing.
Tiffany Hammonds says her 17-year-old son has been caught stealing cars multiple times by police, and he's driving without a license. She feels not enough is being done to stop him.
I've done almost everything I could, and it's turning him against me. He's going the opposite way and doing what he wants to do, and which is turning to the streets.
Hammond says when her son has been caught by police for stealing or crashing a stolen vehicle, they keep bringing him home.
I think him seeing that nothing is being done is giving him more of an adrenaline rush to go back out and do it again.
Between January and August of this year, more than 7,000 cars have been stolen in the city of Columbus.
See, I was just talking about that. You see the cars, Kia and the Hyundai? That was a trend on TikTok. I'm not sure if this particular area has anything to do with that trend, but you guys saw it on TikTok. That was a whole trend that was going on with the teens stealing these cars.
A little more than half of them have been Kias and Hyundais. Hammond says she fears the threat her son poses to others and himself.
Since he's left that I know of, he's crashed 5 cars. And I reported each and every one that I know of. And he's still out here.
It's not known if her son was part of the group who stole a Kia and Hyundai found at Crum Park. The Hyundai had been set on fire while the Kia was left in the pond. About 4 hours later, officers say after a 911 call, they found a group of teens inside a car near the 700 block of Thurman Avenue. The driver then rammed into a Columbus police cruiser multiple times, causing damage to the front bumper before leaving the scene. As the city calls on parents to watch their kids, what happens when they've done all they could? This mother hopes something is done soon.
We're trying. But once they're here and they leave again, then what? What are we supposed to do?
And as for those car thefts earlier this morning, Columbus police say so far no arrests have been made. Reporting live at Columbus Police Headquarters, Carly Dion, 10 TV News.
So they said no arrest has been made, but you can hear her passion. Did you guys pay attention to her shirt? What it had said on it? Her shirt had said R.I.P. So that means somebody she knows had recently passed away. She did all that she can do. There's only so much you can do. So much you can stress yourself out. So much you could try to push yourself. When you're already working maybe 2 jobs, you're tired. You can't be talking all the time. I had a stepson. I talked to him all the time. And for some reason, he will still get in trouble. He will still, because this is the generation, everybody wants to be cool. Everybody wants to fit in. Yes, that always been around, but not to this extreme. And social media plays a lot in these kids' lives. Everybody wants to be cool. I can't understand their behavior. Like, we know everybody wants to be cool. Everybody wants to fit. Everyone wants to look a certain and we have their own style. We know that. But not to these extremes. Like, why are you stealing cars? Where are you going? They should joyride it and crash it and ditch it and alter the next car. That's it. What's the goal? What they're doing right now is the same as the gangs. What is the goal? But that's another side part of the story that you see she tried to talk to her son and she tried to let him know where these streets could lead you. You guys know what I say. Hospital, jail, or you're in a cemetery 6 feet deep. When you're in that 6 feet deep, there's no coming back. You're done. Where your friends at? Only one person goes in that box. One, not 2. It's made for 1. No friends coming with you. You gotta always try to keep that in mind. But this is the other sad part of the story, that knowing that she tried so hard and I guess nothing was done in time. And this is what happened next.
A teenage boy with a history of stealing cars was shot yesterday inside of a stolen vehicle in Columbus. Tonight, Columbus police call the shooting accidental. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Yolanda Harris.
And I'm Doug Petcash in for Andrew Kinsey tonight. Police say 2 teens were sitting inside the stolen vehicle off East 17th Avenue when the gun went off and both were shot. Tonight, 10 TV's Carly Dion spoke with the mother of one of the boys. Carly, what did she have to say today?
Doug, Yolanda, earlier today I spoke with Tiffany Hammonds, the mother of one of the juveniles who was shot. She tells me she and her son are doing okay, but this situation brought to light her worst fear.
Every alert, I just think it's him. Every time something goes off, the neighbor's app, I just pray it ain't him. Every time it's breaking news, I mean, it's the most stress any parent could ever have, and it's scary.
Just 2 days after this interview, Tiffany found herself in that exact situation. Her 17-year-old son was involved in an accidental shooting with another teen on East 17th Avenue just before 2 p.m. on Thursday. Columbus police say the 2 were sitting inside a stolen vehicle.
This ain't no game. This is real life. Real problems and real situation follow behind these.
Earlier this week, Hammond says she wants more to be done to keep her son in police custody for stealing and crashing multiple vehicles throughout the city, with there being several incidents just in the last month. She says she's doing everything she can as a parent.
I can't hold him hostage. I got work. He's supposed to be in school. He hasn't been in school since school started.
It's still unclear which juvenile accidentally fired the gun, but Hammond says she worries about the harm her son could cause himself and others.
He doesn't even know how to drive, and that's one of my biggest fears. Like the accident he was just recently in, when he crashed the car, he was going 60 and crashed into a pole.
On top of not being held in custody, Hammond says nothing is being done when her son misses court dates either, saying her son missed a hearing earlier that morning.
He did not show. His father went and no answers. They told us we didn't even have to come to the court date.
What? God damn. Unbelievable.
Police say additional charges could be filed against the teens as the investigation continues.
So it seems like the two teens was in the car. I guess he was with one of his friends. And apparently it looks like, I don't know which one of them were playing with the gun, or if they know they had one in the chamber, the gun went off and her son got shot. This is what she was trying to avoid. This is what she was trying to tell him. Giving him the advice, giving him the knowledge. He refused it. What else could she have done? And it's sad. That's like she was saying, you never know when you're going to get that call, when you're going to get that text. Or when you might see it on social media and you look and you see it's your own kid. Like, what? How are you going to respond? Then you have to live with the guilt as the parent, thinking in your heart, you didn't do the best, knowing you did the best. See, kids don't understand that we got to live with that. We got to go on with that burden, that guilt, that grief, They don't get that. And I understand being a teen, I've been there. So I know it's like not to listen. You want to do your own thing. I know that. But when are you going to realize that things do happen and this is real life? You only got one life. This is not Grand Theft Auto. This is not GTA 5. This is not a video game. This is real life. And you see some of your favorite rappers, these teens. How old was Pop Smoke? He was 20 when he died. How old was XXXTentacion? He was, I believe he was 20. Yeah, he was 20 when he died too. All these rappers, Tupac, 25. And the list goes on. This is real life, man. But they don't take it serious. And that's when I said social media and these video games. I hate to say the video games. I play video games. It never influenced me to act out like that. But this is the timeline where video game plays a big part on kids' life and the music. When you're playing game, we never had GTA with this type of graphics and these type of cars. So you're playing to this type of fantasies. People don't see how much it plays into your mind. You know, there was a song I used to listen to, I guess, I had to go to Ghetto Boys. My mind playing tricks on me. You need to go listen to that song. Listen to that song. It goes perfectly with what I'm talking about right now. It's sad, man. And then we got the rap music. And you gotta say it's a cultural thing because that's what they promote. When rappers talk about gang life, when they talk about drugs, when they talk about being in jail, and they come out, yeah, I went to jail for 5 years. Yeah, I went to jail for like 10. Bragging. So what? You went to jail for 10 years. What did you do? What did you accomplish in 10 years when you was in jail? Let the teens know. Let them know. What did you accomplish? You see, they'll never say that. But they try to make it seem like it's cool, but it's not. Jail is the worst place that you want to be. And I tell my kids that I did one night in jail. I never went back. I never do anything to go back. So I tell my kids what it's like in there. It's not fun. There's no freedom. You will be living amongst animals in a cage. There's nowhere for you to go. There's no life. There's nothing in there. Some rappers brag about being in jail or they shot somebody or they did a drive-by. They talk all this type of nonsense. What has it done? Besides you hurting your own community. Besides you destroying your own life. There's nothing cool about what they do. Nothing more cool but stealing cars, crashing. People work hard to earn those cars. People work hard to maintain those cars. You can't just go to stealing people's stuff there because you feel like you just want to joyride with your friends. And the mom said he doesn't know how to drive. He crashed one of the cars driving 60 miles per hour. Crashed. And this is where we got to play part. Like, she did enough. She did all that she can do. And the father, I'm not too sure about the father because some fathers are very weak. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to be honest with you. My father was one of those. My mom raised me to be as strong as I am. But the system, you got to pin some of this blame on the system. They're not punishing these kids. They're not making them learn from their mistakes. They're not. That's why it's happening so frequently and so often. It's a cycle. And the system just say, oh, they're locked up. Oh, they're back out the next morning. Or charges dismissed. We got to blame the system. And I don't know what the system is doing. I remember when the laws were so strict, man, you were scared to try to break that law. You scared to have the cop catch you. Now teens these days, they're back talking and cursing out the cops. Hey, man, it's scary, man. A lot of these teens got to wake up. Hopefully we need some type of change, man. Change got to happen. These kids are losing their lives at such a young age. Is that scary? And they don't take nothing seriously. Everything is a joke. They want to be cool. Imagine this. I saw a video of this guy. He got robbed, right? And then he went on live talking about how he got robbed. It's almost like he was bragging. That's how much they want to be cool. You want to be cool so bad that you got robbed and you didn't even acknowledge that you're a victim. You got robbed. You're a victim. File a police report. You're not a gangster. You're not a robber. You're not a drug dealer. You're a victim. But this is the time now we're living in. I try to give my kids the same advice. I let them know exactly how life is. When you do certain things, this is what's going to happen. And I tell them exactly what will happen. So when you get older and you go out and you do certain things, you cannot say your father or your mother didn't tell you, didn't warn you, didn't advise you. You can't say none of that. You can say, but you know it's a lie. Hey, shout out to the mother for actually wanting her son to change. She did as much as she can do. And just like she said, it comes onto the system. You see what they're doing to these criminals. You see the soft on crimes. You see what's going on around America right now in 2023. It's disgusting. And we need some type of change. Vote them out. But the system keep letting them out. They're not learning. So when you tell them, this is why they won't take you serious. I'm going to leave you guys with this. It's like when you tell them, hey, if you do this, this is what's going to happen. If you go and steal, you're going to go to jail. You're going to get arrested. I'm not going to come get you. Now, when they get arrested, what did they steal? It's nothing. Let them go. How are they learning anything? How? So people got to work hard for this stuff just for things to come take it, crash it, and the system like, oh, well, hey, sorry, your car got stolen, man. Hopefully your insurance covered. Have a good day. That's what the hard-paid tax citizens get. Hey, I'd love to hear you guys think about the situation in the comments, man. Like I said, social media plays a big part in a lot of this stuff. And there's only so much you could do as parents. Because that's like she said the same thing. When they leave the house, what do you do? It's up to the kid when he leaves your house. Is if you're going to take all the advice that he got from his mother and father. Or the mother. Or whoever he's living with. It's only so much you could do. But once they leave that house and they go to school. And they hang with other kids. You know how it plays out. It's sad that he almost lost his life. Hopefully that wakes him up. We could only hope and pray, man. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section. And let me know what you think about this situation here in the comments. What do you think about what the mom said? And until then, I'll catch you guys next one. Peace out. You guys have a blessed day.